Hello there, it's Halo with the Armageddon Report. This is CycloCane.com, and we actually have a new tropical depression to talk about. TD4E out in the eastern Pacific. So let's zoom in, take a look. So what's going on? So all of the thinner lines, those are the spaghetti models, so different scientific models saying where they think TD4E may go, and the thicker red line, which is kind of hard to spot since they're all in the same general area this time, and then the orange dots, that's the official National Hurricane Center path. I believe, yes, this is where they're predicting that TD4E will become Hurricane Daniel. So tropical depression 4E is supposed to become tropical storm, I think right here. Anyway, if you actually click on this, it's easier to read at the moment because it's got it labeled with S's and H's. So yeah, apparently tropical storm status there. 5 p.m. PDT today is when we will have, or probably even sooner. I have no idea. I shouldn't say probably because I don't really know. But wait, I believe we will be seeing the official announcement of Tropical Storm Daniel sometime later today. But as you can see, depression over the open Pacific, no threat to land. So let's see. There's one more thing. If you go to spaghetti models, you can now, for your own amusement, show the highest predicted wind speeds or specific storms. So TVCC predicting 136 knots as the maximum, right, which I think puts it at like category 2, category 3 status. But as you can see, everything is like 70 and below. So that one, you could probably throw that prediction out. That's probably not going to happen. So right, we'll keep an eye on that, but luckily it doesn't seem to be posing any threat to land. And this lovely thing back here that was a high yesterday is now back down to a low. So keep cycling through it. You know, what is the Joint Typhoon Warning Center just can't make up their minds? Or is it that the storm probably just keeps, you know, cycling and dissipating and regenerating? I don't know. Anyway, here's what's going on in the land of it's flipping hot, which it still is. We haven't had a break from the excessive heat warnings since, I don't know, 2 weeks? It's been a really long time. So all of this dark, reddish, pink stuff, that's excessive heat warnings up there. Severe thunderstorm watch, that would be that shade. And then back here, this is probably the fewest, oh, and this one too, the fewest areas of red flag warnings that I've seen. So yes, that is where fire conditions are very ripe or right or something for things to spread quickly, which is probably true of a lot of areas because of why the drought. This is from June 26th. So tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern, apparently we'll be getting a new map, and I'm willing to bet that there's going to be even more drought areas. There hasn't been a whole lot of drought relief. So basically there's a fire danger anywhere that there's a drought. And of course that's fun with all the firecrackers and stuff, you know, getting set on fire. Yes, I don't know. It's not even fun or something. So here's what's going on right now. There is going to be an outlook shortly, probably in the next 15 to 30 minutes. So by the time you're watching this data will probably be slightly out of date. Unless, of course, the Storm Prediction Center does not modify the outlook as of the 1630 thing. So anyway, slight risk up here, Minnesota, and then down there, Ohio, Pennsylvania, maybe a smidge of New York. So let's take a look at the watch that's in effect right now. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch. I already know that because I'm psychic. No, it's because it was on this map. You know, severe thunderstorm watch. I've got the colors memorized or something, yeah. Anyway, Minnesota, North Dakota, 2 p.m. CDT, so that one will be expiring in a few hours, not a whole long. So, severe thunderstorm watch for, then there is stuff going on. Let's see if that's where the warnings are, all 2 of them. Well, there's one of them, and then there's one down there. So yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. Let's take a look at the probability maps. So this is the probability of winds 58 miles per hour and greater. So you've got your 2 slight risk areas where there's the 15% chance, and then everybody except for parts of Florida and Maine, there's this huge amount of states affected by the 5%, and a huge amount back there too. Hail map looks almost exactly the same. Looks like a bit more of Michigan gets the hail threat. So again, with the slight risk there and there, this would be the probability of hail 1 inch or larger. 2% tornado chance only for Minnesota. So right, if you're not familiar with the lovely numbers and what they really mean, if you pick this random point where my mouse cursor is in Minnesota, that would mean that there is a 2% chance that random point or someone within a 25-mile radius of them will see a tornado today. So not really high odds, but it could happen. I don't know. That's why it's a 2% chance on the map. Who knows what this means? That probably means that like all of this area, but not this area, is prone to some sort of thunderstorm, non-severe, not necessarily severe, right? So that's why we look at this, and you can see here's where the actual severe weather is potentially possible, predicted. I don't know. 5%. So a whole bunch of areas affected by that. This is going to be confusing as well, because we'll say that since there's no categorical map, there's no non-severe thunderstorm lines on a day 3 map. I really just need to fix that instead of trying to explain it every time, because I don't even really know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, so this is the probability. This is the severe weather probability. So you can see 5% chance. This is day after tomorrow again. So, and then southeastern states, 5%. So not huge, but I think originally, that's where we were going. I think originally this was just a 5%. So, things get upgraded, sometimes they get downgraded, sometimes they stay the same. I don't know. Days 4 through 8, predictability too low still. So that means you can read further details down here. How about that? Something about a warm sector and amplitude of the evolving trough. Who knows what any of that means? Anyway, but in general, predictability too low means there is severe thunderstorm weather forecast in days 4 through 8, but the timing and the location is not yet certain enough. Right. So, right, I don't know where I'm going with that. This is the official home of the lovely screencast you're watching right now, severeweathertv.com, and if for whatever reason you want to watch the old ones, you click on Daily Screencast, and you can scroll down and see all of the old ones. Well, I shouldn't say all, but like the past 30 days or something. I need to fix that too, because there's a whole lot more than that. I don't know. So this is what's going on today. WikiWix is wickedwx.com, so of course these areas. And of course, again, state you should either hit this site or hit the Storm Prediction Center, because the outlook will be updated in probably, by 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central, somewhere in that time. So basically probably even right now, but we won't refresh it. Anyway, and the site located is cyclocane.com. But of course, if you're not in the Eastern Pacific or not on a boat, out here, you probably don't care. Now, I will be interested when they put out, spaghetti model type information for this to see if this could be a land threat. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But otherwise, no threat to land unless you're in Hawaii. Who knows? But it's quite far out at this time, so something could happen, or could dissipate, could be gone by that time. Anyway, so that's it for today. Hope you enjoy your lovely holiday.